We're going live.
Everybody's ass here, especially.
Okay. Welcome to another episode of OG55. I have a stacked panel today. We are doing part 2 of our 6,000 subscriber celebration. Why are we doing 2 live shows? Well, because we have a big family here at OG55, and I want to make sure everyone can be part of the festivities. We got George, Tones Poppy, Webba, Candy Camper, Lucas Kim, and Theme Park Wizard today up next on OG55 Live. Let's go. Thanks for joining this episode of OG55 Live. I have a stacked panel with me today. We got the fam with us today. We are talking all about the park, studio, or really whatever you want to talk about. Whatever you post in the chat is what
we're going to talk about Blackpink.
We're talking Blackpink today, absolutely, for a full 2 hours. Let's do this. Mr. Wizard, welcome back, sir. How you doing?
Oh, fantastic. How are you, Mr. Seymour Duck and Bad Thought Studio?
well, no Mr. Duck this time, but actually there is.
He's in the chat.
No, he's here.
Right
he's actually here.
He's in the chat, Mr. Seymour Duck. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, Mr. Duck.
I just want to know what Webba's gonna announce on Thursday. I mean, pins and needles.
Yeah, it's a biggie. It's a biggie. But Mr. Wizard,
oh my gosh, she's having a baby.
He's having a baby Webba. Mr. Wizard, where can everybody find you on social media, sir?
You can find me at Theme Park Wizard on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and you can follow me, or not follow me. You can check out my website, themeparkwizard.com, for some cool stuff. Lots of stories every day.
There he is. And book your trip today with Mr. Theme Park Wizard. He's a travel agent.
That's right. Like Lucas Kim over there.
Oh, for a second, I actually thought you were saying that I'm a travel agent. Well, I'm not a travel agent.
Not yet.
There we go. Well, Lucas, it's been a little while since we had you on. Appreciate you joining us, brother. How you been?
I've been busy. Like I've been moving. I've been like settling in, and I've been like kind of like using X as a social media to talk about Disney stuff nonstop, but like actual like live wise, it's been a while, and I'm happy to be back and be part of this whole crew right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Lucas, where can everybody find you on social media, sir?
You can follow me on it's Lucas Kim on X or Blue Sky. I'm right there, and then also you can also follow me on Lucas and Disney on YouTube. I'll be starting to record and then stream stuff once again in the future.
Perfect. Thank you, Lucas, for joining us. Bad Thought Studio said he heard Canada got a BBL. There he is.
Not botched. It wasn't botched either. We got lucky.
Oh, that's awesome. Candid.
Wait, someone in the comments said stand up, Candid. So they want to see BBL, bro.
So I would totally stand up, but I have like this much room between my desk and the green screen, and it's a pain in the ass to get into it. So not today. And also, you couldn't handle it. Just put it out there.
Yeah, exactly. He's not wearing pants. Maybe that's why he can't stand up.
I didn't want to stand, but yeah, he's wrong. He's not wrong.
Pretty much. George the Italiano with his slick back hair and his open chest hair. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing good, and welcome everyone to Hollywood Squares Jacked Up edition. So, but no, it's always good to be on this live, and especially we got a full house tonight, and it's always going to be a good time. But always know I got the slicked hair, I got the chest hair, but I'm the one wearing no pants.
And you got the ass hair. Let's go.
That's right, Georgie. I've seen it in person.
Oh, you've seen it, huh? Okay. All right.
It was on It's a Small World.
Oh, we might have to switch this to a members only, huh, Wizard? Oh yeah, Mr. Candy Camper. Well, welcome back, sir. With no pants. Where can everybody find you on social media, sir?
Yeah, thanks again for having me. This is amazing. I love it. These are some of my favorite people on this panel. I get to finally get to say congratulations once again for 6K. That's huge. I've been watching you since not the beginning. I don't want to be that guy, but I've been watching you for a long ass time. I think we're still like at 2,500 which is
Okay.
a long time ago. So
Yeah.
Congratulations to you and the family, and here we are. And you guys can find me at my new channel, Candid Camper's Theme Park Thoughts, on YouTube, and then also follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, same thing, or Candid Camper. I'll be around. Thank you.
Perfect. I love how chaotic this live stream is, like out the gate.
But
Maybe
can I ask before you actually move over, by a raise of hands, who really isn't wearing any pants?
Me
Oh,
neither. I'm not have no
know,
pants.
I'm
not wearing
weird
pants.
about wearing pants.
I'm wearing shorts. If that's what you're asking.
Would you like to
That's
see?
why I raised my hand.
I mean, if you're showing and it's free.
There we go. There we go. Maybe says Candid is the real cake boss. Yeah, you are, Candid.
Thanks, Daddy.
Yeah. Absolutely. Tones Poppy, how you doing, brother? It's always good to see you.
Hey, it's a blessing to be here, bro. Thank you for having me. Congrats on 6K, bro. You know, when you first start doing content, like little things like this, the 6K, it feels like the world, doesn't it? It feels like everything you've been doing is for a reason and you love it. Doesn't it feel like that way?
Absolutely, brother. It's a lot of work, right? It's a lot of work. So when you hit those big milestones, it's like, okay, cool. It's all the work is for a reason. And actually I wanted to say too, before you go any further, Tones, the biggest for me personally is you guys in the chat. Like, I love the community that we built here, man. Like, you guys are like my closest friends. We talk all the time. We're family here, like on camera, off camera. And I just want to thank all of you. Like, seriously, thank you all. I appreciate you guys so much. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
thank you for sure.
Thank
you for sure, because you've been guiding Candid and I for a while now, so we appreciate you as well. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to find me on social media, Tones_TV on TikTok. You guys can go to my YouTube channel, Bad Thoughts Studio. It's there in the chat somewhere, calling Candid a something in here. But you guys can find me out. Go to Bad Thoughts Studio and Bad Thoughts Podcast.
Wait, what's it start with?
What does what start with?
What's it start with? What you're calling me? What's it start with?
A through Z. Find a letter. I'm probably
you really want to do A through Z?
Okay, we'll skip a couple letters.
Yeah, we'll skip a few. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Mr. C.
Long Island, bro.
Mr. Seymour Duck. Mr. Seymour Duck. Go ahead,
I
William.
want to say thank you, Seymour Duck, because as you see here, I got the membership you just gifted. So
hey,
there you go. There we go. Just in time for
that's fire.
Just in time for our spicy membership only video live show, Wizard, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be featuring Lisa from Blackpink.
Oh, okay. All right. We just gained like 4 billion subs. Awesome. Mr. Weva, it's always good to see you, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me on today's panel for the 6K live. Congratulations, OG55, for the 6,000. That is fucking amazing. Dude, I'm so proud of you. You know, it's, again, here what you were saying, it's an awesome community that has been built around Orange Grove 55. So I'm so blessed and proud to be part of it. Thank you so much for having me on, and I can't wait to talk Disney and whatever else with you guys tonight. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Mr. Weva.
President.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Weva for president. Absolutely. Where can we find you, Mr. Weva?
Yes, you can find me on Twitter, Threads, and Instagram at Mr. Weba91. You can also follow me on TikTok. I haven't put anything up there yet, but I have to figure out what I want to do. But it's at Mr._Weba91. And you can also find me right here on Orange Grove 55.
There we go. All right. Well, let's start the party off with Cliffix saying any Walt animatronic talk tonight. So let's talk about it. Candid, I'll start with you. You actually did a TikTok or short on this today.
Yeah.
And what do you think, man? What?
I thought it was a fucking joke. Can I swear on this one? Can we swear on this?
Yeah.
I
You
thought
can
it
swear.
was a fucking joke. I know. I just wanted to.
Even if you weren't allowed to swear, you would fucking do it anyway. What the fuck you asking?
Stop swearing.
Every time you swear, you have to give a $5 super chat.
Yeah, you know what, Wizard? I don't know how to do that. That's how not in sync I am with this. But in general, what the fuck is that? Who said okay to it? And I know they're trying to go old Walt. No one wants old Walt. We want young Walt before he passed away, and less Lucas Kim because he likes to say that he likes things I don't like.
Well, okay.
So I just wanted
throw me into the bush, will you?
It's a beautiful bush, though.
Is it
That was just
landscaped?
like-
Is it a
I didn't
landscaped
expect-
bush
I didn't
or
just-
what?
I didn't expect that to just like.
No, I'm not a big fan of it. It sucks because I enjoyed everything about it. The movement is very clean. It's all we wanted. Just the facial. It doesn't look that much like Walt. It looks like some chunky monkey that they just posted on there. And then on top of that too, the concept art. It didn't match the concept art to what they're trying to do. They made him look really puffy. His eyes are weird, creepy, and beady. And I think Lincoln looks 10 times better, and he's a way older animatronic.
Yeah, the only thing, and here's my thing on it. Like, I think there's a lot of the Walt animatronic that actually turned out really good. Like his hair, like the way they put the grays in there with the darker. I love all that. I think his movements look like Walt, the way he walks.
Hands are really good too.
Hands are fantastic, you know. Yeah, I think his face is a little too wide. You know what I'm saying? But I think they're like, I said on my show the other day on a video where I think they're like 95% there, you know what I'm saying, with it, but just a little tweaking with the face stuff. And I think he would be spot on, but what say you, Lucas? Oh, go ahead, Ken.
Sorry. Do you think there was a time constraint where they had to get it done by a certain time? So they kind of just rushed it. And maybe there's a second animatronic they're working on that they'll switch out later on.
I hope so, because after like doing some research, I realized that Tom Fitzgerald was on this project, and he's a seasoned Imagineer. He's not like a newbie that's just coming out of college and what have you. I mean, he's worked with the company for many decades. So to actually have like somebody of that season to do something like that, especially to Walt, I don't know. There's something more, behind it, I think.
Yeah, and I hope all the backlash from all this is kind of, well, they'll hear it, and I think they'll kind of go back to the drawing board and fix it up. Because if it's just his face, I'm assuming that's not all one piece. You can just rip that thing off. Face off. What movie? Face off. Why? Anyways, Nicolas Cage.
I mean, dude, we gotta book you next
Bring
time.
it up,
dude.
bring it up,
Holy
bring it up.
shit.
Come on.
Let's go.
Crazy.
Let's go. Lucas, what do you think? I haven't talked to you about the animatronic yet. What do you think about it, man? Are you feeling it, or do you kind of think that's a little bit off too?
I mean, like, I actually have to be the one to actually be there in person and see the difference. I just kind of had a feeling that there were definitely mixed reviews between people. Some people were saying that if you're actually there in person, it's a lot, it feels a lot different. But obviously, George went there in person with the, I saw that video from the Citric Center, and I don't know, like, I feel like majority of the animatronics, when it comes down to real person, can definitely be a hit or miss, especially when you're trying to image somebody's elderly face right there. It's not really easy to make that person look exactly the same as what Walt used to be. I don't know, but then again, does anybody even actually know what actually Walt looks like? I feel like he died before the color image on the screen started becoming a trend right there. All I know is he died around 80s, and
he died in 66. He died in 66, but I mean, it was older. The film was older. But here's the other thing too, is with Abraham Lincoln, it was kind of easier too, because they didn't have any video of him, so there's not as much reference. And plus, his whole face is a beard. It's like George. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. I have no big feelings about it. Comparing to the people on the X social media, a lot of people were leaving really mean comments. I don't think it's that bad.
I agree.
To the point is for criticism, but at the same time, I think they could do better.
It's fixable. It really is
definitely fixable.
And it's just the face. Like I said, I loved everything else about it. The movement was solid. The whole vision that they did was perfect. He just looked a little off. He looked animatronic. He didn't look human to me.
Well, I would say if anyone's a fan of Mike Lindell, the Pillow Guy, I mean, spot on. I mean, get a virtual.
Yeah, my Pillow Man.
So before I end my statement, but I think the reason why social media is doubling down on this is because this happened right after they completely shut down Rivers of America.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, who had a big feels about it, are now like doubling down on this, like, saying like, Disney is like ruining Walt, and then like and his own image and stuff like that. But there's a lot of like constant criticism, and I feel like Disney's not they're not getting a break from all of this, and I think Bob Iger really needs to like take a look at like this animatronic and say, hey, we might have to close down and go back to the drawing board for a second, and work it out. Because I heard that he also narrates Walt for this attraction, isn't it? Like I heard that he voiced it.
Yeah, he was the narrator.
Yeah. So he should be the one to like read the constructive criticism and take a look at it.
Absolutely. Abby here says, I'm waiting to see it in person. Yeah. I mean, we can all say our opinions based on the footage. I mean, that's fair to base it on the online stuff too. But yeah, you can't make a final judgment though until you really see it. So I would agree with you, Abby. Like the in-person does make a difference with so many different things. And also you have to remember too, I said this in the video as well. The pictures that a lot of people are posting on social media are from a camera like zoomed in on his face. Like his face is this big on the shot. When you're sitting in the audience, you're not going to see his face that up close. This animatronic wasn't designed to be 3 inches from his face. It was designed to see it from the audience. So that's also another aspect of it that I think
kind of like Indy, right? I mean, Indiana Jones, you don't see him really that close in any of the scenes in the ride too. He's kind of at a distance. The only one that you really see him up close is the boulder. Even then, that's still kind of at a distance.
Could someone put in context where and when this is, like this animatronic?
Okay, so Tones, this is in the Opera House on Main Street. When you first walk into Disneyland on the right-hand side, before this, it was an animatronic Abe Lincoln, and you can go in there and check it out. It wasn't like a lot of people didn't really go in there too much, but it's been there for a long time, so it's a treasure. They added they didn't remove Lincoln, but they added an animatronic Walt Disney, and it's like on a turntable, so it'll be Abe Lincoln sometimes, it'll be Walt sometimes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So now, have you seen the animatronic, Tone?
I've seen the pictures and videos of them.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know what he looked like when he was older, because I'm assuming that's where the inspiration came from, this animatronic, an older Walt. But I think it looked great. I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I think the people have been asking for some kind of animatronic from him for years now, or for him for years now, and they finally get it. And I feel like, I mean, you guys have more of a strong opinion about this because you guys are more into what that is. But for someone who doesn't go to Disney as much as you guys, seeing a Walt animatronic, something that I know people have been asking for a long time, I mean, I think it looks great. It doesn't look like, it's totally off base for what he genuinely looks like and from what I remember him looking like. But I mean, I guess when you compare it to a lot of the animatronics that are in there, such as the what the hell is it called? What's the ride with Pirates of the Caribbean? Like you see Jack Sparrow and that looks spot on. I guess if you compare it to that, I guess you guys can have your issues with it. But I think for what we get, just a little animatronic for Walt Disney, I mean, I can't complain for it.
Yeah, and Tones, you would consider yourself a normie, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, you kind of like not that you speak for like all normies, obviously, but I mean, it's interesting to get your perspective on it because you're right. Like the rest of us are like in the trenches with this Disney stuff, like with the park stuff. So to get your perspective of someone who's only been there, you've been only to Disney twice, right?
Twice, two trips, but I've been there a couple times.
Once in his dreams.
I mean, you're just on it tonight, bro.
Can
we get people off this? Is that how that works?
Actually, we can. There we go. Is that better?
Let's go.
No. I'm just messing with it. Where's Wizard? Hold on. Where's Wizard?
I'm here.
He's right here.
Oh, there he is.
Wait. Why you gotta be us two, huh? Why you gotta be us two?
I couldn't see him. What was that? What was that, Ken?
Stupid.
I'm-
You're so stupid. Shut up.
Go hang out in Long Island a little bit longer. dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. But
Oh, my
anyway,
God.
yeah, I've been there twice, OG, and like people like me don't know the
Yeah,
exact details of what his facial structure looks like. So seeing a Walt Disney like that would be pretty cool because there's nothing in the park with his face and animatronic in there. So I personally wouldn't have a problem with it.
All right, perfect.
Can I touch on one thing real quick in the chat?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Dragon Blood, I agree with you 100%. And it's so hard when you're part of a community like this where you kind of have to be, otherwise you're going to miss out on a lot of things. And half the time you're missing out on what you want it to be instead of what you can make it be. And I think that's the hardest part because I don't get to go to the parks all the time. So I don't really get to judge these things based off of my own opinions. I have to go based off of a picture or what the group says. But I do agree. Sometimes it's a lot easier to put down the social media, but at the same time, it's also, if you miss a beat, you're kind of stuck in the past, and you can't really do that in this situation. So I do wish I was still a normie so I can have my own viewpoints on things. But at the same time, my channel is pretty much like that, where I kind of still have my own thoughts and I just speak freely. And that's why I like these boys here. They kind of still do the same thing. They have their own opinions on everything. And that's what makes this channel one of the best out there for Disney content.
So I like to say something on my end because I read some of the people's chat right now. I just read them, and almost everyone are kind of agreeing to themselves that like they're technically normies at this point, comparing to like how many people on like we see on like Disney social media community claiming that they're like expertise on like Disney parks or like the company itself or something like that. But at the end of the day, like, who cares is my question.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I get that you like a lot of people are not happy with the face, but I just that's the reason why I just couldn't really have too much emotions attached to this thing right here, because you're sitting down at an attraction and you're watching it for like maybe like 10 to 15 minutes. Are you going there every day just to see like what like analyze like what Walt really looks like? Are you going there to like like to stalk him, like to stalk his dead body or something? Like I don't understand. But
well, I have an answer to that one, Lucas. It's Disney again. See, they say this is their own words. They say this is the most advanced audio animatronic they've ever done. So when you say words like that, you expect something like almost perfect. At least that's what I do. If you're gonna say something like this is the most advanced thing we've ever done, I'd want like an almost 1-to-1 T, like perfection, because it's so advanced and it moves
like,
fantastic. But when you do something that's not like that, then it kind of just contradicts your whole most advanced statement. There, if you hype it up too much, then people want like the best. So when his face is wildly fat and off, then it's like, ooh.
The way I see this is like this is nothing more than just a natural museum of history. This is how I see it. Like, you just go in there, you watch some kind of like a gallery, and then you go out and you'll be going to one of those Tiana's Bayou Adventure right afterwards, completely forgetting about that you ever seen Walt's animated face. That's just how I see it. You're going there for a theme park.
That's another actually good point with Tiana's animatronics constantly break. So I do hope that does not happen with Walt. I know he does a couple of movements, but I wouldn't. He's so terrible if because with the new animatronics lately, it seems like you go in and then it doesn't work.
Maybe that's what Disney meant by state of the art. Maybe not necessarily outside. Maybe it's more so the inside that he's.
Imagine you go in and you sit there and you're watching the 15-minute show that probably no one cares. Well, I don't say no one cares about, but the general public. I mean, I don't care about it, but I'm there for the animatronic. And then all of a sudden, the animatronic's supposed to come, but then the screen pops up in B mode because the thing's broken. I'd be so mad. I'd get it the first week, but like if it's still happening, like with Tiana's months down the line, I'd be so upset.
Well,
so I
the
do
thing-
hope that does not happen.
Yeah, I hope so too. And honestly, the worst thing that could happen would be for this thing to break down while it's actually in, like when people are actually sitting there and there's actual.
I know, and the thing just freezes. Oh,
Well, yeah, because you know what's going to happen then, Wizard, is every grifter and their mom is going to use that as a thumbnail.
sure is with the red laser eye.
Exactly. It's like, oh, come on, you know? Mr. Webba, what are your thoughts on the animatronic?
So my thoughts are with UOG and George that for me it's 90 to 95% there. It's just the face. I was actually just looking at Jack from DSNY newscast. I was looking at his Instagram where he had a side-by-side comparison of a black and white photo of Walt Disney and then the new audio animatronic. And there are some like differences in the facial structure, right? So Walt's head, his forehead is taller, his chin is shorter, and the Walt animatronic, he has a shorter forehead. His kind of face is a bit pudgier. His chin is longer. So there is that kind of difference in detail. His eyes also look a bit too close together than Walt's face. Now, here's the thing: is that I was actually talking to a coworker of mine about this at work today, and she's like, "Oh, I saw that new Walt animatronic," and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What'd you think about it?" And who's someone who I would consider. And she's like, "Oh, I thought that looked pretty good." So now we're talking about, okay, what are normies at this versus the diehards, right? And yes, like you can say, well, it looks good enough, right? But here's my problem with that is that this is Disney we're talking about, and Disney has always prided itself on attention to detail. And
exactly.
That's lacking. And this is just for Walt Disney. It's for just all across the company, right? And attention to detail is something that Walt always was strict about. And we're not seeing that here, especially for someone like Walt Disney, the man who created all this. I expect to see a freaking identical version of Walt Disney himself. I mean, this is a very important person for this company.
Yeah, well, I completely agree because you see, look, this is not like it's not even like a Mickey Mouse or like Tiana or a pirate, right? This is like you're creating the founder, especially because some people of his family were against it. You really want to win them over because now it's his own family. Like, some people were for it, some were against it. You want to win them over, so you really gotta work hard. I know even they delayed, because they didn't debut on the 70th anniversary. They delayed it 2 months, or give themselves even extra time. But heck, if you had to wait till 2026, go to fix this, because like I said, it's just his face. I mean, who knows how long it could take. If it's just 5 more months or 3 more months to fix it, I'd wait just to make sure it's just really like almost perfect. So that way you can get everyone, even the people who are not on board, to say, wow, that looks perfect for the founder of this company,
Well said. Slime Square, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says $5 donation towards Walt's long overdue makeover. Hope it helps Disney. And then I also have one from Cliffix with $10 super chat. Thank you, Cliffix. I appreciate you, man. That was really kind of you. I'm in the category that Blaine Gibson and Walt's daughter, they were against making this AA. Walt's daughter begged them not to do it after they passed Burbank, move forward. It's not right. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that, Cliffix. Here's my take on it with that, in terms of like Walt Disney himself did the same thing to his hero, which is Lincoln. So I kind of feel like it's I don't want to say fair game, but I feel like we're honoring him the same way Walt honored Lincoln. And I think that's acceptable, but I respect that, the daughter didn't want it and Blaine, and I get that. I understand that. And they should have a voice in the room, in this conversation for sure. But I don't know. I mean, Walt himself did it for his hero. So I don't know. Just my opinion though. Bricky's in the house.
This.
Oh, go ahead, Ken.
Let me ask you this though. How many shares does Disney's daughter own?
That's a good question.
Almost as same as Abigail Disney, probably.
I heard that it's less than 49%. So technically, she doesn't get really a say in anything. I'm just saying, if you want to play the game, how the game's supposed to be played. But I get where she's come from. I got it. You guys don't know me well enough. I'm that guy. I got to find both sides of the story, right?
Yeah. No, that works. And we have Summer XOXO here saying hey Tones, and And hey, Candid, we got a
Okay, what up? There we go.
My whole squad here. We got Alo in here from my TikTok. We got Summer. We got Rachel, and I think there was one more.
nice.
So Candid, I'm sorry, Tone. No, wait.
What's up?
Candid, there you go. I was curious because I also made a TikTok on the wall.
Yeah.
There's the like
Yeah, I
informational
stole
one.
your TikTok.
What funny. What were the comments on yours? Did they any comments or anything?
So I got a few, and they were agreeing with me mostly. This is the one place that I've actually only seen like people actually disagreeing with me.
Because I was gonna say, because on my TikTok, I got a lot of comments. Like probably I don't usually get a lot of comments on my TikToks, but I got a fair amount of this one saying they all didn't really like it. So that's why I was curious what they said.
I did the side-by-side picture too of what he looked like before and what he didn't. So it was kind of biased and unfair. But at the same time, like everyone that was in my comments, wasn't as toxic as I thought it was going to be. They were kind of just pointing out little things that they didn't think was good. And it was mostly everyone's kind of talking about the eyes. The eyes were really close together and like kind of like what Mike was saying, they're kind of beady and too close. But yeah, it wasn't as toxic as everyone's kind of making seem. It's everyone kind of is on the same page. It's a brilliant. The whole thing is beautiful. It is a masterpiece. There's just something that's off a little bit about his face.
Yeah, well said. And I want to welcome everybody from. Are Summer and Alo and Rachel? Are they from your TikTok?
And shout out to Chelsea too. Yeah, she's in here too. Yeah,
TikTok raid.
I was on live earlier, and I told them I was coming over here for a good time, and they're coming.
Wait! You said you're coming over here for a good time.
How you want it, bro?
They might be expecting something different.
Oh my god!
We got Mr. J. Brad in the house, member for 8 months. The biggest issue for me is the eyes. Specifically, they're very bright. The eyelids need to be a bit more relaxed, not 3 double shots of espresso. That's funny. I like that, J. Brad.
Say that word again. Say that word again, OG.
Which word? Espresso?
There's no X in there.
Say slowly. Say slowly.
Oh, I say espresso. So I added X to it.
He's from California. So
I'm a Cali guy. I'm a California guy.
Hey, we say it West Coast, Best Coast. Okay, we say
real quick.
espresso.
You know what I'm saying?
I was a barista.
Looking for them.
I was a barista, and for some reason it pissed me off for when I was working as a barista. People would say espresso to me, and it would just piss me off because it would be so annoying the way they said it. So that's why
actually,
give me a mocha
same page as
espresso.
Tones as well too. I used to work for Starbucks as well too. So like somebody saying espresso would be a little bit like I'd be tilted about it.
Just the way they would say it though, it was just like, oh my god, you know how California is.
Well, that's like the same way like when someone calls a ship a boat. It's 2 totally different things.
Or when they call a sidewalk a footpath.
Yeah, exactly, George.
You know what? We have to take OG
here's
to
the thing.
Little Italy and New York City or
I say a
Brooklyn,
walking
and then have it pronounced espresso.
You know what? There are a lot of YouTubers I've been watching, especially Adrian from Theme Park Express. He uses the same term.
Oh, so that's because he's from Orlando.
What's the word?
What was the word? That's the East Coast thing.
What was the word again?
He calls a sidewalk walking path.
Walking path.
That's what they do in Pennsylvania and East Coast.
How have I never heard this before? I guess we've never been walking on a walking path together, have we?
well, Tones, get this right. This is what I told George because they don't say that out here in California. We don't say walking path. We just say, pathway maybe, I guess. Yeah. But like walking path seems redundant for me. Like I feel like the path, it's obvious you're walking on it, so you don't need to say walking.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same.
Sliding on it.
Like the something. Like I mean, like even with the it's just call it. We're going down 28. It's like you have to like put every fucking highway on a pedestal by giving it.
Well, because look, our freeways have personality. Okay, they have love-hate relationship.
Yeah, personality on the side of the fucking road called trash.
And we're going out and do 405.
See, but that's just the thing.
You guys say it. You say
that's the same
like,
thing. You're adding an extra word that didn't.
Okay,
really
but you guys say like, what do you say like you guys say the interstate or I-405. You know, like. That's weird.
No, you guys say
real quick, George.
I hear you guys say freeway.
Yes, freeway.
They call it
Causeway,
like highway or parkway.
Yeah,
What's
but see,
that thing
we're-
called?
we're
What's that ramp
free.
called?
Which that to me
inside
didn't
of,
make any sense. Because
Haunted Mansion?
how the hell can you drive on a parkway but then park in a driveway?
Fair question.
Which is actually funny.
That's a
good
fair question. What was it?
That
What'd
is.
you ask, Kenneth?
What's the thing called in Haunted Mansion at the end when you go up? What do you call that?
Oh, that's no,
Yeah.
that is like a form of an escalator, but it's really
Hey, but
like
it's
a
not an escalator. What the fuck? Yeah, what's it
travelator.
called?
It's technically a travelator.
We're going travelator.
Yeah.
Who the hell
That's-
says travelator?
I mean, it is
What
an
is that?
escalator, but it's technically a travelator. But
Travelator.
I call it an escalator.
And Mr. J Brad here knows what's up. He says West Coast is the best coast.
Hi,
Oh yeah.
must have on the beat, ho.
There you go. Oh, one more time, Wizard. One more time. Here we go. I'll mix it up.
Woke up looking for the broccoli hot cake.
There we go. There we go. Theme Park Casual is in the house. Hey kids, what's going on, Theme Park Casual? What is going on? What is going on? Let me see here. We're gonna go through some of these.
You know what? I'm pretty sure I'm the only East Coast in this chat right here. As
East
far as I'm
Coast,
concerned.
West Coast.
Because George betrayed me and then went to the West Coast. He used to be a East Coast and then like decided to just like go like A2 Brute kind of thing going on right here. So now-
Here's the thing that I brought some of the East Coast to the West Coast because, as I said, us East Coasters, like, we don't give a shit. We just
It's
like,
okay. We're gonna just hit that out. We're gonna knock that out of you, George. Just give it.
No, that's the
God.
one thing that I will never knock out of me. You piss me off.
We're
My
gonna-
mouth runs.
We're gonna
And that's
physically
not even
knock
actually
that out
the
of
East Coast in me. That's the Italian in me.
you. See, that's okay. That's a whole different country.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. We got Mr. Sam Chad in the house saying Kevin Meyer has predicted that either Josh D'Amaro or Dana Walden will be the next Disney CEO. Thoughts?
Well, it's not Dana Walden. She's never been anywhere, but Josh tomorrow's popping up everywhere. He's even at that conference with Bob Iger, but also the other guy, my guy, the Comcast guy. He was there.
Yes.
So,
You know
Brian
what? Like,
Roberts, there you go.
everyone keeps saying like they predicted that either Josh or Dana will become the next CEO. Like everyone knows about this right now. And why don't we just like put them like into like a Street Fighter 6 fighting with each other and see who
I'd be
wins
so
the battle. Winner becomes the CEO. Like just,
I would want to see that same scenario, but with Bob Iger and Bob Chapek. Yes.
There we go. Exactly. I want to ask you, Wizard, what are your thoughts on this whole like Brian Roberts, Bob Iger meetup? What do you think? Do you think that's anything, or is it just two billionaires just kind of chit chatting?
I think they were there at that conference to tackle that AI problem. They were doing that joint lawsuit. I think they're probably talking about that because they got
That's a good
that
point.
joint lawsuit for the AI situation. So that's right. The two Bobs Brian and Bob teaming up to tackle AI, and YouTube's tackling AI too. So all those people with YouTube or AI profile pictures, better watch out. You'll have to show your faces now if you want to keep grifting away.
But we got Bob Iger. We got Bob Iger in the house. Here he is.
There he is.
We got Bob in the house, 100%. And speaking of Bob, when are we gonna get that animatronic Bob Iger? What do you think?
Oh, it's coming next.
You think so?
It'll be in the Hall of Presidents in 2028.
There we go. Yance Smokes here says, "Hey Lucas, do you think Tokyo Disney will add a Spider-Man attraction?" This is for you, Lucas.
that really depends if the Oriental Land Company wants to do that. That's the, that it's not really for Disney to make certain calls on that. And when it comes down to that park, it's usually the Oriental Land Company that takes care of it. If they want to make add a Marvel attraction, my first assumption would be them like trying to implement their Sony's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where they had the Japanese Spider-Man robot right there. I forgot the character's name, but I think they would really promote the heck out of her, along with the Tom Holland's version of the Spider-Man, probably.
Yeah,
that would be the biggest thing right there.
Tom Holland's not the real Spider-Man, though.
Excuse me, I like to argue with that right there.
You just have to be that guy, huh, Cannon? You have to be that guy.
Yeah.
We all know it's
Like,
we all know it's Garfield, dude.
Yeah, well, he ended up with only 2 movies now. He didn't last very long. So
I mean,
he just like he had a chance, and then the second movie just like kind of like this good.
that wasn't his fault. That was Jamie Foxx's fault.
There we go. Now, maybe here says, Bobby, I'm once again asking if you're looking for any sugar babies. Yeah, Mr. Bob Iger. I can't believe this dude's almost 80 years old and he's still like really fit. Like that one picture of him with Brian Roberts, dude is like, he's cut, dude. Yeah, he's almost 80.
I thought he was like 65.
What does he look like?
Bob Iger? Oh, Google him. Iger. He's like for almost 80. He looks really good,
That's
bro.
pretty awesome.
He's
Hey,
74.
Wizard, is that the kind that
74?
sticks to your fingers after a couple minutes?
Yeah.
That's the good shit.
Also, I'm gonna
Did you
respond to
really
the
have to do that. Like you just
Rogue
like,
Attractions response. It says Disney doesn't own Into the Spider-Verse characters. No, they do not own Into the Spider-Verse characters, but that doesn't change the fact that Sony is a Japanese company, and it's a lot easier for Oriental Land Company to talk with Sony to work it out, and then try to talk it with the Disney as well too. So that to say that just because they don't own the Spider-Verse characters doesn't mean that's they're not going to be able to do it. It's like I said, Oriental Land Company is like they have their own thinking, just like how Abu Dhabi is going to do their own thing.
Can we talk about that a little bit?
Okay.
Abu Dhabi stuff. Do we know
Yes, we
anything
can.
that's going into there yet?
No, nothing.
And
No, it's too new.
It's going to be all exclusive, I'm assuming, right? We're not getting no remakes, no repeats. It's going to be the same thing that Tokyo's kind of doing. They have their own bullshit that they want to do.
Have you seen that? Have you seen their concept art? Like, you look at the spiral looking castle with made of like a Swarovski like a crystal wall thing going right there. I told OG, I said that that castle is going to be like fully made in like Swarovski carbon diamond crystal castle right there. Where it's going to be like a 150 floor building with
it looks like a meth station. But anyway,
manifestation.
To your comment, I think like after a certain point, they could use them in other parks. I don't think they're going to be as restrictive as OLC.
But will we spend the money to do it though? Because you gotta remember, these people are putting out all that oil.
Well,
money.
a lot of times Disney, if they have the opportunity to make duplicates, it's more cheaper that way. I think they really would do it that way with Tokyo, but OLC won't.
They just won't let them touch it, right?
Yeah.
That's how I kind of feel about. That's how I feel about
the Miro company is paying for the research and development. So that part's already done. They're just gonna bring it over. So I think that's like with the Avengers and be like Peter Pan, same thing.
Yeah. Now speaking of Bob Iger, Slime Square here says, "Good night, ye gaggle of cock-strong warrior man gods." We got that. And Arlene here says that he's 74. So yeah, he's not quite 80, but he's getting up there. He's getting up there. And
it's a Slimer's comment. At least we know what Marvel's new next show is going to be.
yeah, only on Disney Plus, right? Cockstrong warrior man gods. That's amazing.
It'll be on Hulu. You'll be fine. It'll be on Hulu. You're okay.
Be on Hulu. Unbelievable. That is so good. I love it. Maybe says Iger and Biden being the same age is crazy. Drink your bone broth. Exactly. Drink your bone broth and take your magnesium gummies. I'm telling you, it works wonders. It works for Bob. It absolutely worked for Bob. Dave Brad says, could Universal Studios have a Spider-Verse attraction? Okay, we talked about that already. Let me see here. Sorry.
Jason Hill asked something.
Okay.
Did you all see that fight at Disney Springs? What's going on with guests lately? When did Walt Disney World not have a fight? Is my question right there.
Yeah,
I can imagine spending to take my family to Disney World is like $4,500, $5,000. Then I'm gonna go fight somebody and get kicked out and never be able to go back. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Oh man, I still I still remember last year's Epcot TikTok video. Somebody recorded some family like stripping themselves in the middle, like in front of the mission space, and then they were like losing their control in front of their police officers.
Maybe they wanted to compare to see how big their balls are next to that.
It's gonna happen on your birthday night, right, George?
Birthday. Oh man.
It's going
Oh
down.
man.
Babe. It's going down.
Oh, that's wild.
I've seen all kinds of brawls before in Walt Disney World, but not in front of Mission Space while stripping down. So,
right.
So that's why I kind of laughed at George's comment right there.
You guys see that fight at Knott's water park like a week ago or so?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Like, what's up with these fights in the theme parks? I don't get it. Like, you guys pay all
It's
this
LA,
money.
bro.
It's
That's
LA.
LA for it.
Well, Knott's is
It's a ticket
now
price.
Six Flags, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that goes to the statement. It's a ticket price.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's something to that too, though, because like you were saying, Candid, if you pay, Disney's like an arm and a leg for take your family. So the parents are going to be like, you know what, kids, you better behave yourself because I'm not getting kicked out of here after paying $1,000 to get us into this place. You
Yeah,
know
that's the
what I'm
only place backhanding a child's okay, and everyone's like, "Yeah, you better shut the fuck up." That's what everyone in line looks at him like, "Fucking get it right."
Oh my gosh, Jay Brad here says if that family waited a little longer, they could have had a nude groupie with the wall statue.
Oh God! Oh.
Man.
They'd be arrested in the middle of the community court hall since they got nothing else in that building.
They got nothing else in that building. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, but
poor Tones. He's like a park normie. He's like, man, these park people are crazy.
Oh, believe me, this ain't nothing, brother.
Road Contraction says the more you pay, the more entitled what it is. And I agree with that. And you see it all the time in Disneyland, especially when getting in line and people cutting in front. And it's like, dude, I paid the same exact money that you did. There's no one in that park that's more special than the next person next to you because they all pay the same. Unless you have the lightning lane pass or you get to sleep in Cinderella's castle.
No one's entitled unless you're a Club 33 member.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. But see, I think that goes to speaking about, people just kind of think about themselves, right? And people have no respect for everyone else around them. Like there's like 70, 80,000, 90,000 people in this park, and you're just thinking about yourself. It was my money, my vacation, whatever. But it's like everyone else, like you're saying, Kenneth, is paying the same thing, whether it's expensive annual pass or their family for like $5,000 for that thing, right? It's like where's the manners and line of respect that was taught to you growing up? Like where is that?
To answer to that question, Mr. Weber, an annual pass for playing the Inspire Key, let's say some of these people go like if it's like Scoop Guy, he goes every single day, right?
Yeah.
So let's say there's an annual pass holder, a Magic Key, and then you have that other family that spends $5,000 to go once every 10 years, and then that annual pass holder just cuts in front of you in line. I would be pissed off.
Oh yeah,
because that feels like every day, and then you probably pay for a lightning lane, and that family of five is now it's like another few $100s, and then people, let's say, cut you off or someone's rude to you, it makes you want to start swinging. That's a lot of money. You're like, wait a second, I want to start swinging, but for the fight though at Epcot,
hey Wizard, there's nothing wrong with being career oriented.
for the fight at Epcot, I think any fight that happened at Epcot, I feel like has to do with alcohol because that's a big drinking park. So I feel like a lot of people are drunk over there.
I feel like I hear less fights in Epcot than I do in parks that don't have alcohol.
Really?
I think honestly, here's the thing with Epcot. I don't really necessarily see fights. I just see people acting stupid.
Well, here's the thing with me. When I drink, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'll tell you that right now.
Can you pull up Jason Hill's question?
Jason Hills? Okay, hold on one second. This one right here?
Quite a bit.
How many people?
And let me tell you, they joined it in different forms, smoking and other forms as well.
Oh wow, yeah. There's probably
seen some stuff on TikTok where people are. I don't know if they're actually doing it, but they're getting pretty close to doing things. How long is that trip from point A to point B on the Skyliner?
I didn't go on it. I'm too claustrophobic. How long is it, George?
Well, you have to get off of multiple stops depending on where you're going. I think your longest stretch would be if you're at Art of Animation and Pop Century. Would probably be like the stretch to the Caribbean beach and Riviera.
Okay.
That would probably be your long stretch.
Hey.
And then from the Riviera, then you got the second half where you go to the
You could get 2 rounds in for that.
station.
This is
Just
the
know there are such things as quickies, so you know.
There is where
all you need is a couple minutes. That's it.
it's all you need.
a couple minutes. Shit.
If you're doing a quickie.
Give me 30 seconds.
Anyway,
Why?
why you gotta bring that up? Like that's the fighting words right there. Baconator better.
I agree with it. I actually agree with it.
No, go home. You're drunk.
I am drunk. I am drunk, but
Baconator.
Baconators. What if they made Baconator Dole Whip?
Well, that's so America.
Somebody saying Baconator.
You wouldn't be able to eat it anyway, bro.
Like fighting words
You wouldn't
right
be able to
there.
eat it anyway.
We're talking about
You talk about you.
It'd be cool.
That's funny. Where's Peter Pan's favorite place to eat out?
Mr. Gluten Free over here, huh,
There you
Cannon?
go.
Yeah.
Hey, can I pick a comment real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot.
this-
Tones has special access here at OG55.
Yeah.
I forgot. Go ahead, Tones.
Tony, dude.
Do you think they'll ever put a resort on Castaway K where people can stay overnight? I mean, I don't know what that is, so you guys are gonna have to answer this. But I thought it
It's
was
a little
cool
private
question.
island. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, a little private island on the
They should
Bahamas
do
where the
that.
cruise line goes, and they drop you off. You can kind of chill on the beach. It's a really beautiful island.
Yeah, honestly, they should. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, do like an
Probably in
Alani.
time, I mean, with the fleet growing to 13 ships, I mean, I could definitely see them putting a resort.
I think all those like private islands aren't they like kind of like short staff over there, George? Since you're the one who goes to cruise all the time.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
he's too busy reading Wendy's comment.
I get that. I just read the comment. I want everyone to like focus on that question. And then
I'm sorry, someone needs to put that on a t-shirt because that's
Yes, they do.
I want to know who Wendy's is. Is that you, Seymour? Because Seymour is hilarious. That might be Seymour. I don't know. But go ahead, George. Answer Lucas's.
Random,
okay. I apologize, Lucas. What was your question?
are you ready or are we,
Yes,
are we
yes,
like,
I'm ready. That comment caught me off guard. Yes.
are we gonna keep looking at the sun right now? Oh my god. All right. So my question to the Castaway K is like, are they like, is that island short staff enough to have a resort? Is my question.
Oh, well, then they hire more people.
They probably would have more people, but it is a living, breathing island. Like when the ship docks, you're only on a very small edge of the island. It's actually there are locals that live there.
But the real question, George, is there a Wendy's for Peter Pan to go to over there?
Oh my god.
That's a great question, Wizard. Absolutely. Well, let's talk about this for like a little bit, and then James, I promise you, I'm going to get to your Elio question. I promise you. But Dragon Blood here says Popeyes is my favorite fast food.
Raising Cane's, I love Raising Cane's.
You and Arby's, even KFC doesn't come close. Raising Cane's doesn't either. What now, Wizard? You seem to disagree with him.
Arby's?
I absolutely love Raising Cane's. Popeyes is okay. I don't like KFC. That's terrible. I know I'm black. I'm supposed to like it, but I don't like it.
When was the last time anybody had a fucking Arby's though?
But Arby's, I don't really like that one either.
Have you ever
But
had
Raising
Arby's?
Cane's
I don't think I've
is-
ever eaten
I had it once. There's one down the street in the valley here, but Raising Cane's is the best, and I cannot wait to go to Horror Nights and then go to Raising Cane's afterwards.
At City Walk.
I think Dave's hot chicken is better than any.
Oh,
other
I
place on there.
love Dave's hot chicken.
Yeah,
But
You know what? There's a Dave's
really
Hot
cool-
Chicken over by CSUN, right?
Yeah, it's right, like on the Reseda.
All right.
But
All
look,
right.
OG, there's an even better hot chicken place. It's right here at Canogan Victory in the big shopping center there. And it's like an independent place. It's just like a family place. I forgot what it's called, but you should go because Liz and I go all the time, and it's
Okay.
Do you like chicken places like that, OG? I know you're a picky eater. I just don't know if.
Oh, dude, I fuck with like spicy chicken, all that. Like, I love spicy, dude.
Have you been at Dave's Hot Chicken? Or
I
that
have
place
not.
that he
I've
said?
seen it. I pass by it all the time, but I've never went in.
Dude, do yourself a favor and go eat.
It
It's
is
so
pretty
fucking
good.
bro.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. So,
God, I want
George,
some right now.
you know, it does sound pretty good. George, you used to be a Carl's Jr. guy before you moved out here to California, but I don't really hear you talking about
What
Carl's anymore.
happened? You're supposed to go every single day, George.
Yeah, they revoked my special access, so I'm like,
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Okay.
George went to the 626 night market and said, you know, fuck Carl's Jr.
Yeah, well, pretty much, yeah, absolutely. The food over there was fantastic. Speaking of hot wings, those were amazing. We had sriracha honey wings. Woo-wee. Those were bomb. And actually, they gave you quite a few of them. I was kind of surprised. I mean, compared to Epcot, the food and wine thing, that, you know.
What was it?
Oh, well, they gave you 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah, I think it was a 6-piece, but I mean, they were pretty big wings.
Yeah, pretty big wings. Yeah, James.
How
Gordy.
about pretty big breasts, George? You have any of those?
Oh, hell, you know me. I'm a chicken guy, so I mean, like breasts, thighs.
Oh no, wait. Yes, you need the big thighs. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, are you a big thigh guy or a breast guy, George?
Thigh.
Okay. All right. All right. James
Nice.
Gorgie here says, "What do you guys?"
But with chicken.
By the way, someone who came into this conversation before they knew what the context was are confused as fuck right now.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're on the
Absolutely.
same page and they agree.
Absolutely. James Gorgie here says, "What do you guys think the reason why LEO is underperforming?" Honestly, James, I think that it is because
Fucking stupid concept.
well,
I'll say
I think that families are very, very picky when it comes to animation. I'll tell you why. In the theater,
Mhm.
it costs you $100 to take your whole family to the theater right now. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be really particular about what movies they see. Now, if the trailer doesn't really resonate or it looks just kind of mid, they're going to wait for that Disney Plus release. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Inside Out 2, they knew the first one was good, so they were willing to spend the money. I think it's a money thing, and the theaters are just very, very expensive.
Also, you know, Elio was placed kind of in a weird spot. It's like in between, kind of between Dragon, which I know is live action, was based on the anime movie, and is between Lilo and Stitch, was doing very well. It was like right in the middle of those. It's kind of weird to, again, like I said, with money, when you see Lilo and Stitch or Elio, you know, you're like, Lilo and Stitch might be a little bit better. So I feel like if Elio came like in like March or something, it was really empty. I feel like it might have done better and more marketing. I feel like I only saw a couple of trailers for that.
Well, the thing with the marketing stuff, it actually only was about $200 million for the whole thing. So it wasn't a huge budget on that film. So I don't think there was as much of a risk as there could have been with Lilo and Stitch, or you know, some of the other bigger ones that are probably put like 650 million out. So I don't think they lost as much. It's not like it's Cinderella or Snow White.
Well, that is I hope it does find an audience in Disney, because I might check it out. It looked like interesting. I do like fantasy and space, so I might check it out. Like you said, OG, when it gets on Disney Plus, when I'm already paying for.
Now, everyone here in the chat and on the panel, does George look like a 35-year-old Elio? A little bit or not? We actually got that comment in the chat.
Let me investigate.
You guys probably would agree that if you seen me when when I was like 7, 8, 9 years old, you know, you probably could see it, because actually Elio would look like an animated version of me when I was like 8, 9 years old.
Wait. Can we,
and you know,
get him like an
You're
iPad
right,
and then we'll go from there and see if he actually looks like Elio. He has a little.
I feel like when
Elio just needs a 5 o'clock shadow. He'll be good. You guys
There
will
you
look
go.
just like.
when
He can
George
play-
is tan, I feel like he can look like Elio. When it's
Absolutely.
that Italian tan going.
There he is. Yeah, he could play the live action sequel, like, you know, like 20 years later or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Mr. Seymour, go ahead, Bubba.
Can I just mention that I'm getting kind of tired of Pixar's like animation style that they're doing. Like,
You're taking the wall and ball approach.
what? It's like I like Pixar, but what they're
I agree though.
they're making their human characters look like that style, this potato person looking style.
It reminds me of Web, but
Okay.
do you remember the like Chicken Run, that movie Chicken Run?
Yeah.
That reminds me of that. And that does. I don't like that. Yeah,
I
it's
just
weird.
feel like the animation with all these companies. I think Disney Animation, Pixar, Illuminations, DreamWorks, they all start to have this same kind of style, and it's like I wish they would kind of go back to where you could watch a movie and say, "Oh, that's a Disney animated movie," or "That's a
Right,
Pixar."
exactly.
I know
Let
a
me
lot
tell
of
you
people
though.
kind of like went with the Gravity Falls animation art style, isn't it? Like some people actually like brought that up before. The Pixar has similarity with
Stop
the
turning red.
Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they make the Incredibles 3 characters have those mouths, I'll riot.
So I have a question. I know OJ probably hasn't watched this, considering even though he's a big K-pop fan. Like, but how many of you watched the K-pop Demon Hunters?
I heard that was very good.
Yeah.
It was on
roommate
the other day
here
at my house for
watched
some
it
reason,
and loved it.
The
on the
animation
house,
and
what
the
the fuck is
facial expressions in K-pop Demon Hunters really nailed it so good that it made me like realize how lacking Disney Animation Studios and Pixar they're having an identity crisis. That's just how I feel about after watching K-pop Demon Hunters at least 5 times already, and it makes me wonder, like, should they really consider about like hiring more animators and then their own character designers rather than having the same character designer doing the same every movie over and over again? It's my question, because after I feel like they really like every animator should really consider about having a new potential artists and do their own designs than just having cheap animator and tell other people to do the design their own like hey, design something that looks like Luca or something like that.
Yeah, and then
I think Dragon Blood's correct. I feel like they're all in the same universe. Luca, Turning Red, Elio, they're all the same style there.
They are, and that's what I was saying earlier. Like Luca looks like all these other films after Luca look just like it, and I love Luca. I still think I still wish I was in theaters.
Like I love the art style that Luca was, and
it made sense for it.
It should have just stayed at Luca. Yeah, then they
exactly
moved to everything else, and
I agree with that.
No, I do agree, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just that, like, what if they consider to have a new, character designer, chief designer, and or different designers making new types of animations rather than keeping the same type of person all the time. Stop, bringing like Mark Hens style all the time. Stop bringing Tony Baxter style all the time. Bring somebody new every different movies, and every new different styles. Like, we don't need the same designs for like Frozen or Tangled or Zootopia with the same type of design. Yeah.
But can you change them? That's the question. So say they didn't make a Frozen for Frozen 3 for another 6 years, and they got a new person to come and design it. Would it be horrible if they changed the animation style? Do you think people would care?
I mean, the sequel, they should keep the same design, but I mean, it's like new. What I'm talking about is like new IP, intellectual property, new a version of the movie.
But that I get that part, but like look at Shrek, for instance. They're changing the style of Shrek. So I
can't really speak too much about that, and I think that's probably because they're using a different engine at this point, comparing to the first 4 engine. I heard that the Shrek, and they never changed the engine from the all 4 and of the movie. They just we're talking about new Shrek after 20 maybe 15 years or so, I think. So obviously DreamWorks has their own new engine that they're going by, and I think they just kind of inherited from their old the recent movie, and they're just kind of instead of using the old engine, they're using the new engine. So obviously the way the character's face looks like, they're using the same skeletal structures. I'm not gonna claim myself that I'm an animator myself, but I used to go to our art school in San Francisco. Yeah. So when we use it, like Maya, for example, they have a pre-made skeletal structures for each engines that they do, and it's a lot easier for 3D animations to just go by that skeletal structures and do a slight tweaking or alterations rather than completely do a new thing itself. That's why we're seeing Pixar using the same type of character designs, because they already have a skeletal structures that they implemented from the previous movies, so it's a lot easier for them to just copy and paste over it right there. Than to make a completely new designs right there. So that's why I understand why there's like, oh, why are we seeing the same type of character designs over and over again? It's kind of boring,
right?
Compared to yes, go ahead.
Go ahead, Bob.
So sorry guys. So I just want to say, I do like Pixar's style when it comes to non-human characters. So when we look at toys, right, like Toy Story or Cars, right, or when we look at A Bug's Life, right, I like that kind of animation they use for non-human characters. I think it looks really good. But when it comes to these human characters, they just look really off and ugly.
Well, they never really could get it right. I mean, if you go back to the first Toy Story, you look at all the humans, it looks like their mom knew their cousin too well.
Exactly.
That's a good turn.
But with themselves, they look good. Cars looks good. Even with Inside Out, right? That's by Pixar, correct?
Sorry,
yes.
didn't mean to do that.
So again, non-human characters, they look really good. It's just for some reason Pixar, in terms of their style, it doesn't work for the human characters.
Oh, gee, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you're good.
I clicked it on accident. My bad.
Oh yeah, you're good, brother. Let me see here. We do have. Let's see. We got an interesting question here from Jason Hill. Actually, could experimenting with styles like K-pop Demon Hunters risk alienating longtime Disney fans, or is that a risk worth taking? Now, here's the thing with. See, the thing with Disney though is if you look back, even during Walt's era, they did dabble in different art styles. Like if you look at some of these Mickey Mouse cartoons, like they look different through the years. Like the 60s, they kind of got into this more like minimalist style compared to like that of like the 1930s and things like that. So they have dabbled in different styles before. I don't know. I'm going to check out K-pop Demon Hunters because Lucas said it was amazing. And honestly, I've heard a lot of good things about it. So I'm not against it. I'm okay with other styles as long as it fits the content that they're utilizing it
Can
for.
I ask you a quick question real quick?
Sure.
Totally off subject. So you might want to go to Lucas real quick on his thoughts.
Oh, go ahead, Lucas, and then you, Tones.
All right. Oh, Lucas, you had something to say about the topic. I was going to go off topic, so go ahead.
Oh, you mean the K-pop Demon Hunters?
Yeah, like the style and everything. Like, do you think that?
Yeah, so the style is the same animator team from Into the Spider-Verse and it's the same team that worked on it. So what makes that movie very famous is the story is very straightforward, and it's not like taking any type of message. It's sticks with like good versus evil kind of thing right there, and then not to mention the music is what made that movie extremely popular. Like the K-pop Demon Hunters, the song "Golden" actually beat the record of anything that BTS has produced, and that's a kind of a big deal.
That is,
yeah. And a lot of people are expecting that song will be like awarded later this year from probably Oscars maybe, or but the fact is the animation of like the facial quality of that animation, like it just like the facial expressions and the way that like they're moving with the animations, it clearly shows that Disney is definitely taking wrong type of steps because they're just keep making sequels right now. Zootopia 2, Frozen. They're working on Frozen 3 right now, and now they just worked on Moana 2, and now they're working on Moana 3, and they're doing a safe no risk type of sequel movies right now because they know that these movies sequels are gonna like bring them money, but at the same time I heard that they kind of stopped the Persian movie.
Persian Princess.
Yeah.
They replaced with Moana 2.
Yeah, so it clearly shows that they're taking like extra steps back because they're afraid that bringing something new will not bring them money or at least success.
Do you think they possibly could wait until, because they were going to look to dabble back into 2D animation? Do you think that they may be holding a lot of original content for the 2D, especially because take the Persian Princess, for instance, that would be more in the realm of probably a fairy tale musical, which that would kind of go back into Disney's realm with like the 2D animation of like what they did with The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, where now with these sequels moving forward with Zootopia and Moana, as we were talking about, it kind of already set the bar with the CGI, so they would have to move forward with that. So I wonder if a lot of the stuff that they may be holding back on, maybe they're considering for the 2D animation.
Now we do have a question for you, Lucas.
I'll answer Seymour's question after I answer George's because I know I have a lot of things to talk about that game. But let's so what was the question again, I what was the question?
Okay, I think George, he's talking to you. There was a question you asked.
Yeah, what was the question?
Lucas.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you asked him. He said you asked him a question.
Oh, I was just saying that I wonder if they're waiting to utilize the newer content for the 2D animation.
No, they are, and I think the former key animation director came back to mentor on Disney Animation Studios right now. So I think they're like, I think that's the reason why the Persian princess story is like backtracked, because they have to like talk about, hey, is this the right way? Is this gonna bring us money? Is this like is the story like emotional enough for us to actually is the audience going to feel emotional about this? And all of these have to stick together. It has to bring attachments for the audience to say, hey, this movie is actually good.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
then the catchy songs that kids or adults can enjoy listening to, not just like Let It Go every time I hear it every like 5 to 10 hours every day.
Absolutely. Now, in terms of Seymour's question, what are you a fan of
Uma Musume?
Yeah.
So for those who do not know what Uma Musume Pretty Derby is, it's a Japanese anime that also it's a mobile game that just it became a big trend recently because obviously people love horse racing, obviously. So this is about like the actual live horse, actual like existing racing horses that was turned into like a girl, like an anime girl, and you're raising them to become the fastest horse racers, and that is the game, the background of the story.
Never
right
heard
there.
of it. It's not real.
No, yeah. So I just recently downloaded. It's a 4-year-old game in Japan, but the global version just came out recently. So everyone's like totally into horse racing. They raise their horses and then they throw them into like the horse racing, and now some people have been like rolling up their like in newspapers and smacking their butts while cheering to see if their horses actually win the race and everything. So it's a fun game. It's a huge trend right now, and so I'm pretty sure Mr. Seymour Duck himself is probably playing the game too, since he's almost like that's what it is. So funny thing about this game is that there is a horse named Majuro McQueen,
Oh, that's interesting. McQueen, is it spelled the same way too?
Yeah,
Ka-chow.
McQueen. So the McQueen, Majora McQueen as a horse existed before Lightning McQueen, and I can't. I'm not sure if they are they're related to each other or like if the cars got the reference from Majora McQueen, but people made a meme of Majora McQueen as like a Ka-chow Lightning McQueen.
Ka-chow!
So if they would have did like a hybrid between Frozen and Cars, would her name then be Dairy McQueen?
Oh, okay.
There it is.
It's funny.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
Real quick, Florentine had a really good one about that 2D stuff. They said, funny they dumped Prince and the Frog for 2D. And I went to go say is that I think that was all a hoax. I think they did it on purpose to be able to switch the story or do whatever the fuck they wanted to do with the Splash Mountain refurb. And remember, because they told us this whole story because the new show's coming out, so it's going to follow the story of what they want. That's why the Splash Mountain's going to get the story it's going to get. And now it's cut. I think that there was all a thing.
That's interesting. So you don't think they were ever going to do the series?
No, I don't think so at all. I think that they needed a scapegoat to be able to come up with whatever the fuck they wanted to do and waste money. You know how much money they wasted probably on R&E just to do that ride when they could just gave you the movie inside the ride itself? It would have been too easy.
Damn.
Okay, so I haven't been on the ride, right? So I have to hold down.
What? You gotta go on Thursday. That's the first. Forget the wall animatronic.
He doesn't get wet.
No,
sit in row 6 and you won't get wet.
I'm sorry to hear that, Michael.
But the ladies do when they're around Webber, huh?
The lady.
Look, Webber,
lady.
sit in row 6, you won't get wet. I've done it 2 times.
Well, here's the if they're single rider, I'll go on it because single rider they put you in the back. But
wait a minute, isn't like the Tiana's Bayou Adventure technically a single rider in Los Angeles versus comparing to the Walt Disney World?
In a sense, yeah.
Look, you're in a single.
Unless you want to be that lady who became a meme of crossing her arms, staring at the camera just because her husband refuses to ride the Splash Mountain back then.
Well, and the thing is, with Disney World, you can pretty much sit in any seat, and you can get sprayed or mist or whatever you want to call it, but Disneyland, you get completely capsized if you're on
you get drenched. I remember one time on Splash Mountain, the water just came right over me.
Okay, so I'll hold on to that when I actually go there. When I actually go there in Disneyland, because I'm still I can't forget about myself missing that flight and still feeling salty from missing out to go on to Disneyland last year. So during that whole weekend of D23 Expo, I've been so annoyed and pissed about it.
It was row 2, right? Theme Park Wizard.
Yeah, row 2.
Row 2. Yeah, sit in row 2.
I have to bring this up because Cassandra said, "Are we still talking about the rides?" It's funny that you say that, Cassandra, because as we were talking about being mist and sprayed and capsized and everything, I now realize why you're in a log, because with all that you get some major wood.
There we go. I absolutely love it.
What were you saying about you said you never been on the ride, but you said some before that.
Yeah, no. So I want to say I just don't know why they just didn't put the movie in the ride. Why? Because here's the thing.
Too easy.
I don't mind if they make a sequel, if they want to make a ride a sequel. However, it was just too perfect just to use the actual movie for the ride.
Exactly. I guess they didn't like the voodoo stuff. I guess.
How many scenes is she an actual princess in that ride? By the way,
technically none. I don't think. They don't.
Oh, an actual. Well, at the end, she comes her gown.
No, she's in her dress to promote her restaurant, but not actually her princess.
If you have a daughter and you brought them to the parks, and they want to see Princess Tiana, you gotta tell them that you're not gonna see Princess Tiana. How does that Like,
Well,
how
here's
is
the
that?
funny-
Are you
here's
trying
the
to
funny
kill
thing
their
with
like
that.
hopes and dreams? Just
Like,
telling
here's
them-
I didn't do it. Disney did it.
Well, here's the funny thing with that, actually, because I've seen a lot of different renditions of Tiana in the park when she's in her, I guess, safari outfit and her restaurant outfit and everything. A lot of the kids don't even really care. Like, I see them running up, like they recognize the kids. I mean, they recognize
What was that?
Tiana even more than the adults do.
Yeah, I actually really like Tiana's. Actually, the first time I wrote it was with Wizard.
Yes.
It
And
was fantastic.
Jalen.
And Jalen and his amazing family. It was a good time. I actually really like it. I like the attraction. I haven't been on the Florida one, so I don't know. I know Florida has a lot of like dead space and stuff like that. We don't have it out here in the West Coast, but like for me, I enjoy the attraction. I did.
I just wish they would have just kept Splash Mountain and just gave Tiana her own like actual dark ride attraction.
Now that's what I've been saying since the beginning. But I do like the ride we have now, though. But I do wish they at least kept the little tree stump at the top of the mountain.
Oh, from the concept art?
Element. Yeah, or like the boat, but even
Yeah.
like just the tree stump from Splash Mountain, like it looks so flat. I like that little point they had up there,
Yeah.
just something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have loved to see the movie because I remember on this channel, OG and George and I were like, yes, going up the lift hill. Are you ready? Are you ready? Like,
Dude,
are
Wizard,
you
Wizard,
stupid? Like, come on.
the Wizard. You're missing one of the coolest villains from the 2D like era, in my opinion. Like, come on. I mean, like, you're not gonna have the Shadow Man in this thing, like, bro. Come on.
Is that a dog?
Yes, it's my roommate's German Shepherd. So cute.
Oh, cutie. What's the dog's name?
Coda.
Oh, what's up, Coda? If you can hear me. Probably not. You have headphones on.
I'll tell him you said hi.
Perfect. Now, Mr. Wizard, word on the street is that you have to leave at 10. from what I understand.
Oh, yes, that's right, because Tiana's calling my name.
So, Mr. Wizard, I wanted to give a few extra minutes before 10 o'clock so you can let everybody at home know where they can find you on social media, where they can get your travel agency information, all that good stuff, Mr. Wizard.
Speaking of Spider-Man, by the way, look at this. I got the 3 Spider-Man on this shirt here.
Oh, yeah.
He was wearing pants, right, George?
Look at
What's that?
He was one of the people that said he was wearing pants, right?
Yeah.
No, I said I was not wearing any pants, so you might take a sneak peek. There might be something decent down there.
Dude, come on! Like they promised us the trailer for Hoppers next week.
George, hold on. I want to see Wizard's Wand, bro. Where's it at? Come on.
Oh,
I'm
you have
what?
to go. That's
He
the-
wants you to do that Wingardium Leviosa shit.
Whoever donates a $500 super chat to OG55, you'll get the special surprise.
It just like fills up the whole inbox.
Oh man, it's just like Mr.
Or it'd be funny, like the mic in front of him just starts going.
Oh yeah.
What's that line in White Chicks Who Turned Out the Sun?
Oh my gosh. Well, Mr. Wizard, where can everybody find you and support you, sir? Now, I want to say real quick though, before you do that, Wizard and I have been friends since I started my channel, and we've been on this journey together since 2016. Wizard, you are absolute family. You are an amazing dude, and I just want to thank you for being such a good friend, my friend.
Oh, and I want to thank you for being in Orange Grove.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You got to be the OG. You know what I'm saying?
Without you, people can buy oranges in grocery stores. So
exactly,
shout
man.
out to Wizard. I mean,
how are you gonna get your vitamin C? How are you gonna get your vitamin C without OG? You know.
That's right. And I mean, look at that
Perfect
face.
pickup
It's
line,
just
by the way.
glaring sunlight. Oozing vitamin C right into George's veins.
Right there. Where can everybody find you, sir?
But you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads, and maybe even Truth Social at Theme Park Wizard. Just kidding, you can't find me on Truth Social. But Theme Park Wizard, you can go check out themeparkwizard.com for some cool stories. And you can book your vacations and Halloween Horror Nights tickets and Disney tickets and Tiana tickets with me right here. You just have to message me, or else I won't never see it. Dun dun dun.
There we go. There we go. Mr. Wizard, thank you for joining us, sir. And make sure everybody you go and subscribe to Mr. Theme Park Wizard. He's been doing a lot of great work, especially over there at Universal. Universal is crushing it right now in Hollywood with that Fast and Furious coaster. So make sure you support him. He's on top of all the permits and all that good stuff. Hey, the West Coast, I mean the East Coast might have Alicia Stella, but the West Coast, we got Theme Park Wizard.
East Coast, Wheat Coast.
There we go.
Oh, okay. I see. You're really that's a fighting words right there.
Mr. Wizard.
Hey, look, East Coast, West Coast, Wheat Coast. We got you, and if you can beat me in the fight, it's okay. I got my boy Governor Newsom. He's been chatting up a storm, so he tweeted our lovely scoop guy. Governor Newsom will come and get. He'll take my back. He'll kick your butt. East Coast.
Take your taxes. Let's go.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Wizard. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon, brother.
We'll
Later,
see you. And the flip side.
There he is. There. I love Wizard, man. He is so funny. Cassandra says, line up for your shot of vitamin C. Oh, man. Yeah, no, I have a dirty joke for that. I'm not going to say it.
You know what Wizard reminded me of when he was doing that was the fucking animatronic from Rise of the Resistance.
Oh,
yeah.
I fucking hate that scene, dude. It's the worst ever. Then you can see the fucking thing like swing in front of him. Not good. Not
Well,
good.
it's like in slow-mo, so it's like obvious,
Yeah,
right? It's
so
not like
bad.
this natural thing, yeah.
But his legs stay in place, and he's like a wacky wiggler. Like,
He's like one of those. He's like one of those balloon fucking air things that's
that's
outside.
what's in the
of
wacky wiggler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I love it. I freaking love it. I love it. Well, gentlemen, this is a really fun live show tonight. I want to thank you all for joining. I want to thank everybody in the chat for joining. It was a really good time. It was so chaotic. It's so, but yeah, it's so beautiful. Mr. Italiano, where can everybody find you on social media, sir?
Absolutely. You can find me right here on Orange Grove 55 with Citrus Corner with all that sweet, juicy, but sometimes sticky Disney news and info. And you can check me out on my new YouTube channel, Citrico Central, sister channel to Orange Grove 55. And also, you can also find me on with OG, Slimer, and Jared from Capture the Magic with Theme Park, and usually every other week or so.
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Tones Poppy, it's good to have you back on the show, brother. This guy, Tones, is amazing. I was watching him I just got a TikTok like 3 days ago or something crazy like that. I'm way late to the party. But Tones, you crush it, man. You were crushing it on your TikTok stuff. Really proud of you, brother. But if you want to let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, he's all right.
I appreciate
Fuck that guy.
I appreciate that, boys. Thank you again for having me. And congratulations to both of you. You guys have been, like I said, Pillar and Canada and I's, stuff on YouTube and stuff. We've been looking at your videos and kind of implementing those. And hey, Oleg, what's up, Oleg?
Oh, what up, buddy?
Another boy from TikTok. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff that kind of emulates you guys. So I appreciate your guys' support as well. But yeah, you guys can find me at Tones_TV on TikTok. Go to Bad Thoughts Studio and Bad Thoughts Podcast on YouTube. Check us out over there as well.
There he is. And we have the second half of the Bad Thoughts podcast, Mr. Candy Camper. Candy, you've been crushing it too, man. I had a great time. The video is going to come out on Thursday, right? The first one?
Thursday. Yep, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great time on your channel. We dived into IP in the parks and also did Disney go too far? And those two topics were absolutely amazing. And really look for those in the next few days. But subscribe, everybody at home. Candid Camper. Well, I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah,
let them know.
Yeah. So first off, once again, thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for getting me through a lot of weird times in the early 2020s. You guys were my lifeline, and I appreciate it. Thank you for everything. Thank you for just letting me reach out, and thank you for inviting me on this show. Like 6K is a big milestone for you and for anybody in the YouTube universe. So really, really congratulations, and just keep
Thank
going,
you.
dude. You guys have something special. But yes, everybody go check out my new channel, Theme Park or Candy Campers Theme Park Thoughts on YouTube. I have like shitload of episodes. I've been putting one out every other day just to kind of get this kicked off, so you guys have a big old backlog to watch. We had Webb on like 4 of them. We had OGs on them, and then we got George on like 5 of them too. So they're really, really good stuff. George pointed out this the longest we ever talked in our lives together, and fuck, it was a marathon. If the work that we put into this, how long was it, George? Like 5 hours straight?
It was about 5 hours. Which honestly, that actually came at the best time because literally the day after was my surgical procedure. So it's like it definitely kept my mind occupied that, you know, I didn't have to focus on. It was just, you know, you and me shooting the shit, talking Disney, and it was a great time.
Now, a 5-hour marathon. Does Abby know a little something about that, George? You got quite the stamina, huh?
Sounds like you're
jealous. My longest ever was 8 hours.
Like for real, for real?
Oh, for real? Yeah,
no,
8 hours.
Lying. You drink
okay, what are we talking about right now? That's
yeah.
You know those Gatorade bottles in like the football game with like the whole handle?
Yeah. When was halftime?
Hold on, girl.
Halftime, I know. You had some guy behind you throwing Gatorade on you and shit.
You're almost there, George.
Keep going. Keep going.
Slap on the ass. You got this, pal. Anyway, go check out these videos. They're fucking awesome. And like I said, we put a lot of work into these, a lot of thoughts into them. And I'm just really happy to see what we're going to do next. And everybody just leave some comments below if you want to see and change anything. If you want to come on my channel, let me know too. I'm more than happy to have anybody on. But yes, you can find me Candy Camper Theme Park Thoughts on YouTube and on Instagram and on TikTok. And you can also follow my other account, just Candy Camper.
There he is, Mr. Lucas Kim. It's always a pleasure and honor having you on the show, brother. I want to thank you for being an amazing friend, sir. It's been awesome getting to know you this past year or so. If you could let everybody at home know where they can find you on social media.
Thanks for inviting me again, you guys. You know, I you know, it's like a good recovery after like on a very long hiatus. So you can follow me on X or Blue Sky as it's Lucas Kim, just like the username right below. Or you can also subscribe to my channel, Lucas and Disney, and then you can also check it right there.
There is. Make sure you subscribe to Mr. Lucas Kim. Support him on all his platforms. And last but certainly not least, the one, the only, Mr. Webba in the house. Mr. Webba, where can everybody find you on social media, sir?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on again, OG. And this was a great panel live today. And again, congratulations on the 6K. Definitely well deserved. Now let's focus on like 6 more K now for OG55. And everybody, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. But you can find me on Threads, Twitter, Instagram at Mr. Webba91. You can also find me on TikTok at Mr._Webba91. You can also find me right here on Orange Grove 55.
There we go. We got a couple more things before we go. Mr. Seymour Duck, I want to thank you so much, brother, for he gifted another OG55 membership. Thank you so much, Mr. Duck. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you. So now we got some funny comments here. Abby said that, George, you have great stamina. Cassandra said that we need to get Abby a wheelchair. But Candace calling BS. She says, Abby, prove it.
I get paralyzed?
You're towing.
I get paralyzed? What the fuck?
Yeah, literally.
You really don't have to elaborate. We get what paralyzed
George,
means.
we've heard the stories before, Abby.
Right. Yeah. I do this thing where I aerial her. That's what we call aerial
Lord.
her. I might be able. I might have to tell that story.
I believe. Okay, let me think this through real quick. So I'm assuming you have mermaid legs. You put your feet into them. You get on.
When do mermaids have legs?
You're on time, and you do the almost like a worm. Your legs flip flop. That's aerial, right?
Yes, exactly.
You have your arms.
Yeah,
do you stroke
okay.
at the same time, or you like you flat?
Yeah, basically, she's standing, but the front top of her body is the only thing that can move.
George, are you like performing like wrestling moves on her or something?
He's like,
It's like a WrestleMania.
What are you talking about?
He's preparing he's preparing a fucking dance was a competition in the bedroom, dude.
Oh my god. Well, he does watch Dance Moms. He does watch Dance
Yeah.
Moms.
See, it's the Italiano's
routine.
ultimate dance competition.
And you got
every
one
time?
guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't move for at least an hour. Oh my gosh, that's
And I know
hilarious.
that because we timed it.
Golly.
You're timed. George is like, hold on, we gotta stop clock this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, I love it. And then we got
9
Mr.
minutes
Lucas.
are almost up.
I know.
Breakfast is 2 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh. WrestleMania pay-per-view at Citrico Central. Exactly.
Great way to
just-
end off a 6K subscriber
By
live for sure.
the way, George, if I make it to your birthday bash, we're staying in the same exact place, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Are there walls or is there like
earplugs? Like, is it
like-
open floor plan? Yeah.
I know.
You want to be in the same room as him? Is
Can
that
I-
what
can
I
you're
know.
see-
That's what I'm asking.
Here's the thing. I've actually stayed with George quite a bit actually now. And Webba, you have too, right? In hotel rooms.
Yeah.
No, they behave themselves.
Nice.
I mean,
So the
I-
room
I-
does not
they don't-
smell like
and-
Ciroc, though.
As far as I know, I mean, there's blankets, but
If you're having it now, Webba is the living proof.
He's like, as far as I know.
as far as I know, but
Can
I mean,
ask you guys
yeah.
a question? Can I ask you guys another question?
Yeah.
Say, Like, when you guys have a hotel room, do you guys all share like 2 beds? So do you guys go? Are you supposed to put like a pillow in between as guys?
Well,
or you
here's the
go
funny
feet
thing.
to
Here's the
head?
funny thing. Even before I met Abby, there were times where we did like group trips.
Yeah.
There were times where we did have to share a bed.
Right.
A lot of the times, I don't think we ever put like a pillow in
Feet to
between us
head or
because
anything.
we just
That's close now,
automatically
right?
knew it was like,
Yeah.
you know, space and space. You know, it wasn't.
Okay.
There was like no urge to want to spoon.
Well,
or-
except when Ebba and George were in the bed together. There was
well,
no
that's a
pillow.
whole nother story.
I can see that. I can see totally that. That's like a give me.
You're not saying.
Look at the childish face of Webba, dude. How can you not?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh my
Rob,
gosh.
Long Island, dude.
All I know is,
That
as I
was
said, I
so
moved the
funny.
comforter, and there he was with a big grin on his face.
just hit the end stream button up there, OG.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're done here.
The chat's having fun. The chat's having fun.
Oh,
Get demonetized.
my little pony live action. All right, everybody. I think we're done.
I don't think we're making it to 7K, guys.
I think, yeah, dude. Hey, Tones, had a good run, right?
Yeah, no.
We had a damn good run, bro. All right. Well, everybody, have a good one. Talk to you soon.
Love y'all.
There you go.
Bye bye.
Don't forget to subscribe to OG55 and become a member today.